In this video, I want to show you how you can use Substance materials in Unreal Engine. Now, of course, you have to download Unreal Engine, which is free, and you have to download before the Epic Games Launcher, which will let you download then Unreal Engine. And we did other videos about this, so I will just go directly to what we are interested in. So this is the Epic Games Launcher. You have to install and download Unreal Engine, and then we will go into the marketplace. Alright, so in the marketplace you will have to look for Substance. So you look for Substance and just click search. You're gonna find a lot of stuff here. This is like packages that you can buy. You can use it in your project, but this is the one that you want to first install, which is the Substance in Unreal Engine package. So you can just click here and say install to in engine, but as you can see, I already did that, so you just have to do it. Once you download this and once it's installed, you should find this in the library. So if you see here in my Epic Games Launcher library, I already download the 4.26.1 version, and also if I scroll down, I have downloaded a lot of assets and scenes from the marketplace, and also my Substance in Unreal Engine. So if I click here, it's already telling me that this is already installed. So, well, basically, once you finish to download and install, that's ready. You just have to activate it in your scene. Now, I'll show you here this ArcViz interior scene, which you can also search and download from the marketplace as well. Be careful because this is a little bit heavy. It's 3.2 gigabytes, so you just have to wait a long time. And let's start to open this scene. So I double click on this. And in the meanwhile, I want to show you a little bit about Substance Painter. You can basically buy this or download it, and you can use it for 1 year, I believe. So if you are like a student or if you use it for educational purposes, you can download it. You can use it for 1 year. Otherwise, this is the price for months. It's not totally free, but you can try it for 30 days for free. So if you click here, you can go to the Try Substance and download this in your operative system version. In my case, it's Windows, and I already did that. So I will show you here that this is the Substance launcher file that you will open up once you finish to download, and this will install Substance launcher in your computer, and you will need this as well. Now, if you want to use the assets for 30 days, you also have to subscribe. So even though you are using the free version, I suggest you create an account in order to use the tools that are available in Unreal Engine. So one of these, it's called the Substance Share. You can access this one from here, and also from the Substance Source, not Share. That's another. It's another thing which is interesting. You can basically also download Substance materials from here, and these are shared from other users. So for example, if I want, I can download this one. So I click on download, and as you can see, it's asking me for the account. So you just create a free account because you are gonna need it to see all the tools. So I want to show you here, for example, that you can download. There you go. That's the material there. It's downloading. You can download from Substance Share. You can download from Substance Source. And you can also download from other resources on the web. So if you search for example, the Substance free download materials, you will probably find other websites that will give you things to download. And the format for this type of material is, well, that's the same website actually, but you will find more. And this is substance source. Also here you can find also free assets if you click here, and you have some objects and also some materials. And for example, I have downloaded this one here, and well, let's just download another one. Again, it's asking me for the login again, and let's say that remember me so I don't have to log in every time. So there you go, it's downloading now this one. And this is the file of the materials, substance material, which is SBASAR. And you will find this format again on the web everywhere. So once you have this file here, you can open up these materials. You can open them in Substance, you can open them in Unreal Engine, and in other software that supports Substance. Okay, now these were the first steps. So make sure that you have a Substance account, that you are logged in, that you have installed the Substance launcher, and it's gonna show up here. There you go. So you can also open up the launcher. It's gonna show up like this, and here you have all the tools here for limited free time, and then you have to pay for them. Okay, now I have logged in. I can close this actually. Let's go into the Unreal Engine that opened in the meanwhile. Okay, now let's see how we can bring these substance materials. Now the first thing we want to check is that the plugin it's activated. So let's go to settings, plugins, and let's search for here on the installed plugin. There you go. So I have it at my disposal, but it's not enabled. So I have to enable it like that. And now it's asking me to restart the scene. This is what I have to do. So once it restarted, the plugin will be activated. So just remember that you have to get this from the Epic Games, install it on your version of Unreal Engine, and that's it. Now it's enabled. Well, let's see here. Yeah, and we can close now this. All right, now the next step is to bring in some substance materials. So if we download them, we can go into our download folder. That's my material here. Just click and drag, and that's how easy it is. Now it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a while because it's downloading the whole package here. Inside here we have textures, really high quality textures. We have a lot of information, so you have to be patient. And this is gonna show up here. Now just leave everything as it is for the moment, and let's say import. And there you go. Now let's just wait a little bit, and in the meanwhile I wanted to show you something else from here. Now this is the one that I have also downloaded, but I have to extract this like this. So you can see here there is this SBSAR, which is the file that we need, and this is another substance file, and also we have the textures as well. Okay, so let's bring everything here into a folder so that we can use it later also. So let's create a substance folder here. Let's get everything organized. Okay, and so I want, well, also here we can create folders, otherwise it's gonna get messy. So let's call this wood, and I will take all this stuff, which is everything I need to control the substance material. Let's move up everything in this folder here, and also I want to bring this other one right in like that. Now same thing. Let's say import. There you go. So again I will create another folder here. Let's call this metal, and let's bring everything inside, so everything it's nice and clean. Alright, now let's see how we can apply this. Well, applying is pretty simple if you know how to use Unreal Engine. Just let's navigate into the folder that we need, and there's your material right there. So I will click this and place it right there, and that's all I need to do. So as you can see here, everything is already UV mapped, so there's no much to do. I will just click and drag, and that's it. Now the beautiful thing about this is that I can double click here and edit this material from here using all these channels. And also we have U amount, V amount. We can scale these up and down and do the tiling as well. So now it's looking a little bit small, so let's bump this up like into, yeah, it's kind of, you know, the tiling. So the more I increase this, the smaller we'll get the texture. And this is one way we can basically do that. And let's close this now. The other thing we can use to manage the material is to go to this node here. So let's double click, and this is gonna open this other panel where we can change, for example, the quality of the texture as well. We can go to 248. We can also activate or deactivate these channels with the textures. We can also play with the wood color. So let's change this. Let's make it really dark, like that. You can see the changes there. Oh, too dark. Sorry about that. I want to bring it a little bit above. Okay. Also, we can change here some parameters like the knot density, fiber variation, small fibers. We have a lot of parameters which are coming from Substance, and we can use now here, and all of these are pretty useful. So just play around with these. You see, we can do like varnish. You see, I've rotated the texture here. You can do varnish effects, varnish color, intensity of the color. So each material that you will bring in will have its own parameters here that you can experiment with. So I cannot go through all of this, it's a lot of stuff, but feel free to do. We also have like luminosity and this stuff here that we usually find in Photoshop, like contrast, saturation. You can change the amounts of bump and normal map, so to have more 3D effect and so on. So this is just to show you where you can get all of these, and then you have to experiment a little bit yourself. Now let's get to the metal here. I just want to show you also this one here, and another way you can scale. Now this is looking too big, so if I want to scale this, another way to do this is to get into the actual base material for this. So if you double click here, and if you see here, we have like a base material, and on top of that we have the substance material, and here you can see we have the tiling function here. So well, this is a way we can manipulate UVs, and it's already there, so that's fine. But another way is you can create, well, sometimes I don't know why I don't find this tiling here, and so the other way I manage to scale down or scale up the textures is to check the text coordinate node, which will, there you go, texture coordinate, and here I can just link this to each single map and texture like that, and then I can change this. Well, you know, Unreal has many ways you can work with textures and mapping, so this is another one here. And in the tiling here I'm gonna set 10, so it's gonna repeat 10 times and it's gonna get smaller. Now this is just again to show you another way, because sometimes I don't know why I don't find one of the two, so you have the other one that can help you. Now another tool we can use is this source button here, and this will get you inside the Substance launcher. Now again, you have to have this installed, otherwise it won't work. So install this, create the account. You see here I am logged in into my account. Only like this it will work. Now, for example, if I want to go here again in the free assets, and let's scroll and find another nice material like wood or something like that. Yeah, like this. So I can download this in my download folder like we did before, or I can just click on Unreal, and this is gonna download it and bring it just right in Unreal Engine. So this is a little bit more like fast if you are working with Unreal. So just click here in the U, you just have to wait. It's gonna tell you where it will be finished to download, so don't worry. And here you can see you have a lot of materials that you can check, a lot of different ones, so you can make all your tests. And you can see really the high quality of these substance materials. You can see here your download status, so you have to wait for this line to finish, and then you will have your material downloaded. Now, while we wait, I will show you another thing here, which is from this node. Oh, sorry, this other one. Now, this is gonna let you create multiple copies. So if I right click here, if you go here to create graph instance, you can create a new material. You can call it whatever you want here. Let's call this, for example, bolted. And also you can play around with these parameters. Just check on the manual if you want to know what they exactly mean, but sometimes I use this one like word align, and it creates another version of the same material. So I think that this is the one that I've just created because it's not saved yet. So let's save it. Let's click and drag it, and you know, it's different from before. It's scaled more appropriately than before. This one I had to scale it myself, but this one was like already well scaled. So I don't know, sometimes could be helpful. Now let's type G so we can hide everything and we can see a little bit better our rendering here, which looks really, really nice. Materials are looking really nice. Okay, now everything has appeared here in the same folder, and this is not definitely what I wanted, so I have to reorganize everything. But you see that when you are into a folder and you use these substance source, then it's gonna bring the material that you have selected and pressed the Unreal button into your current folder. So be careful about that. You're gonna find a lot of stuff here. Now this is my pine wood material. Let's bring it inside. Yeah, you can definitely see it's too big. I think I just download this 2 times because I see two. Yeah, I downloaded this 2 times, so I can get rid of one of those. Now again, same thing before. Now we have a node here, and let's double click. All right, now you can see it's bringing me right here. So this is where I need to again use the UV, well, the text to coordinate node again, because this has to be scaled down, and I don't have anything here to scale it. So this is one case I was telling you before, where you're gonna use texture coordinates, unless you find somewhere else the tiling to detailing. So sometimes this is the substance graph instance node, where you can find all the parameters, but sometimes you will also see it here. You will see the tiling here. Now, you know, you have different options. Sometimes if you don't find one, just look for the other. You will surely find the text to coordinate node that I showed you before, so keep that in mind. So to fix this, I need to create again the node that I was telling you about. Another way I can fix this is through this substance instance factory. Go here, create graph instance, and do that word aligned. And let's create another one here. I will call it pine who, and let's call this pine who hex. You must give different names. and say import. And now this is going to generate another instance which will be just slightly different. There you go. Now I'm having a bunch of different textures, but let me see. There you go. This is mine. So let's click and drag, and you can see this is scaled more appropriately, as I was telling you before. So this is another trick that you can use. And well, basically this is it. This is everything you can do here with Substance Painter. Of course, you can go back to Substance and change the materials or import them again, but you can also work here in Unreal Engine as you prefer. So thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also look for videos about V-Ray for Unreal or other Unreal Engine video courses and videos. If you go to playlists, you will find the video courses here on the top. There are many different types of video courses in 3D modeling, 3D rendering, video editing, graphic design, and so on. So check it and leave your comments, questions, suggestions, and see you in the next video.